Hello everyone, welcome back. This is JJ. I hope that you're having an amazing morning, evening, or night whenever you're watching this video. So today we're going to be tapping into your divine feminine. What message does she have for you at this time? What guidance does she have to offer you? Like always, before we dive in, all my readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If something doesn't fit, just let it go. Que se te repale. Remember that you are a sovereign being. You know what is best for you. With that being said, if you're looking for something more personal, everything is always in the description box below, along with the timestamps for each individual pile. So let's have a look and let's see what your divine feminine wants to tell you at this time. Hello, pile number one. How are you guys doing? If you guys chose this beautiful purple crystal, this is your message. So I feel like your divine feminine wants you to connect with your intuition. They want you to connect with your inner voice, with your guides, with your higher power. I'm being shown the moon card in my third eye, and I didn't pull tarot cards for this particular pile or for any of the piles actually. For this PickACard. But I am seeing the moon card, and the moon card is a card about mystery. It's a card about navigating our life. It seems like a period of confusion. It feels like a period of not knowing, like being in limbo a little bit here. But with the moon, it lets me know that your intuition is your best guide at this time. But also the moon is linked with the feminine energy, and so it's linked to mother. So for a lot of you, you might be healing a lot of things in regards to your mother. I'm also seeing a snake. So I don't know if you just bought like a snake ring, a snake bracelet. Maybe you own a snake. I don't know. There's something about a snake here that I'm seeing. Because I'm also seeing Shiva. So I don't know if you work with Shiva. Also a sense of death and rebirth happening here for you, pile number one. What else am I picking up here? For a lot of you, your intuitive gifts are becoming stronger. But I'm getting this energy of confusion. Things aren't what they seem. So if you feel like things are difficult right now, again, things aren't what they seem. I'm also seeing like the 7 of Cups, which tells me that there is a lot of options or a lot of opportunities around you. I don't know. There's confusion about a connection here. Because I am seeing the 2 of Cups also in my third eye. There's a sense of like not knowing where I stand in a connection. Again, this doesn't have to be romantic. This can be in regards to a friendship, a work relationship. Like there's something there, but it has to do with a connection with others. But also this can be pointing to a connection with self. There might be something there that is not allowing you to connect with yourself fully. We have the healer. And I didn't see these cards. And I said there was a snake energy here. So there's this energy of shedding something. You're letting something go. And for others of you, there might be a snake in your garden. So just be mindful of that. Or maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's what you're trying to discern, whether someone is a friend or a foe. Because I'm getting this energy of like, I just don't know. So the feminine energy is telling you, first of all, to transform, okay? To let go of the old skin, the old identity that you've been holding on to. Let go of that you know that you have outgrown. I'm also getting this energy of allow things to change. I know change is scary, and I know change is not everybody has a good time with change, but your feminine side is telling you like it's okay, it's going to be okay. There's a reason why we shed things, there's a reason why we let things go in life, and it feels like you have outgrown something. But also with the snake also comes the paradox of like the venom turns into the antidote. And so there's something here that might feel like it's venomous, or it might feel like it's not good, or it's a bad thing, but in reality it might just be the thing that heals you. I talk a lot about this on Patreon. Yeah, it came out recently in one of the piles. I don't remember the name at the top of my head right now, but there's a sense of like something that you feel wasn't good is actually going to turn out to be very healing for you. It's actually going to teach you something. It feels like you were in a karmic loop too, because I'm seeing the number 8 here. Then we have here the truth. So something is being revealed to you at this time. I keep hearing it's a paradox. It's a paradox. I don't know. Maybe you going through this confusion or this time of not knowing actually will turn out to be really good. You just can't see it now, but it will be. The truth card also, this is the feather here. There's something that is being revealed or you're going to find out. Whether this is about yourself or about a situation in your life, you won't be in uncertainty for much longer, is what I'm getting here. Take action. So you're being called to move forward with something. Move forward with your truth. And how do we do that? By shedding and letting go what no longer resonates with us, what no longer fulfills us, what no longer identify us, pile number 1. There's a need for you to walk in your truth, to talk your truth, to lead with your truth. Okay, pile number 1. Because I don't know, and I know it's part of the human behavior to wear masks. And, you know, it's normal for us to wear different masks in different settings. And so I feel like right now your feminine side is saying there's something here that no longer resonates with you and you have to let it go. But you've been having a hard time. And she's coming in to let you know she understands that. She gets it. But it's time now to accept the truth, to lead with the truth. And that might be the other thing. You might need to accept the truth here. That might not be easy to digest, is what I'm getting here. We have number 10, tribe of the kindred. I carry your heart, I carry it in mine. So again, there's something about a relationship here. You're ready to know the truth of something or someone or about a connection here. I don't know what this connection is. I don't know, because I didn't pull tarot for this video at all. I'm going to pull from this other oracle that I have here. But there is this energy of like, for some of you, you're being asked to let go of a connection. You've outgrown a connection. And you know this. You might have blonde hair. You might have like reddish, brunette color hair. With 10, it's like this new cycle that wants to emerge. So for some of you, it's not even about letting go of a person. It's more about letting go of okay, there's a new goal here, but letting go of a cycle in a connection. Maybe seeing the connection in a certain way. Maybe you're being asked to look at how now the connection has evolved. The truth. Okay, there's this energy of, she's saying, the feminine energy is saying, home is where the heart is. But I feel like there's a closed energy around your heart space, your heart chakra. And it's like you haven't given it permission to show you the people, the places, the things that feel like home to you, because you have closed your heart space. So it feels like you don't really know where you belong, pile number 1. But it's because you have disconnected yourself from your heart. And it's like there's this resistance in your mind to accept the truth. Whether this person feels like home to me and I just choose not to say that to myself, to reveal that to myself. Or on the other side of the quarter, it's like this person doesn't feel like home to me anymore. And there's a resistance for you to accept that. So it's either or. It doesn't have to be a person. You can substitute that for this job, this role doesn't feel like home to me anymore. Or you know what? Yeah, I really like this and this feels like home. There's a resistance on either or. Yeah, because they're saying by you closing off your heart space, it doesn't let you know, because your heart is what lets you know something isn't right. And it also prevents you from finding home. Because having a closed heart chakra doesn't allow the things that vibrate, the things that resonate with you, to be attracted to you or to come your way, because you have a closed heart chakra. So let's see. So your feminine energy is saying, don't close your heart chakra. And I know many people close their heart space because of things that they've gone through, pain that they have endured, things that they have experienced. So there's no shame in that, but your feminine energy is wanting you to open that up so you can allow things to come into your life, so things can flow into your life, especially a connection or a kindred spirit here. Yeah, don't take it all too seriously. Don't take life too seriously. And I know that's hard. And I know even sometimes me telling you that or coming online can feel difficult even for me to say that, because I know it's hard, right? Don't take life so seriously. Well, shit happens, right? So I get it. But your feminine energy is saying like, try to find the balance in that, okay? Try to find the balance between the yin and the yang, the dark and the light. Don't lose your balance in the nuances of life, right? Connect with your inner voice. But there's something here that you do need to make space for. And that's what your feminine energy is telling you. Whether it's because we need to let go of certain beliefs, and I know it's easier said than done. Whether this is because I need to let go of something, like let's say, for example, a relationship or a role or something that it's taking up the space for this other thing to come in. So to wrap it up, I do want to pull some tea lights, some tea leaf oracle. Let's see. To see what final messages your feminine energy has for you at this time. And get back to basics, okay. Okay, get back to basics. Let's see, what do we have here? May. Okay, so this card has been coming out for so many people and in so many of the general readings and in personal readings. So something happened back in May. What happened in May? I can't remember. If you guys know, put it in the comment sections, because I don't remember. There was something going on astrologically in the month of May that for whatever reason I can't remember, but there's something that happened in the month of May that I feel like your divine feminine is telling you, like, something happened here. Maybe this is when all of this started happening, when you started shedding or things started becoming more obvious to you. But I'm seeing like a lake, right? So again, allow things to flow in, allow things to happen. Maybe you've noticed something in May that you gave up control and it happened and it came back, or you manifested something, and maybe there's something there your feminine energy is telling you, like, remember in May. We have frying pan, trouble and accusations. We have a new job, career. Okay, so again, there's some type of truth here that is coming out, whether this is because lies were spoken about you, things like this. There is, maybe you were accused of something, or maybe you feel like if you speak your truth, there will be trouble. Like, you're like, if I speak my truth, it will come with a heavy price. We also have here, get back to basics. So again, your feminine energy is saying, get back to basics. Go back to, the root of the situation. We have grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. Again, and it's because we need to find balance within ourselves, within our emotions. We have kite here, vacation. So take a break if you can, even if this is for, like, let's say an hour. No phone, no nothing. Just you and your inner voice, you and your higher power, just you and your thoughts. And then we have the wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Okay, there's a need for you to go within, for you to know where you are going. But your feminine energy, like she said earlier, how would you know where you're going when you close off your heart? Because your heart is what tells you where you are going and what resonates with you and what doesn't. But that is what I have for you, pile number 1. Like, always be kind to one another, show love to one another, show grace and compassion to one another, but most important, to yourself. Take care, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this beautiful crystal, this is your message from your divine feminine energy. This is a Poppy Jasper. I believe that's how you say it. So the first thing that I'm seeing here for you guys, okay, I'm seeing a lot of movement. There's a lot of connecting with your sensual energy, with your passion, your creativity. There's something here about, because I'm seeing the Knight, no, correction, the Page of Wands, and I'm also seeing the Eight of Wands. This is fast forward movement. This is something happening real quick for you. So you might be feeling like a energy of passion out of nowhere. This can be something exciting is coming in, some type of news. They're coming in quick though. If you've been expecting like some type of package, that is coming in. She's showing me a chain of events. Okay, there's a chain of events that is happening or it's now unfolding in your life, and you might be feeling like this is going a little too quick for me. I don't know how to move with this energy. I don't know what is going on. All of a sudden I have to switch homes, all of a sudden I have to switch jobs, all of a sudden I have to do this and that. Your feminine energy is coming through to let you know that yes, there is a chain of events that is happening because they're meant to guide you somewhere, they're meant to lead you somewhere. For some of you, this can be unexpected travel as well. Okay, she's showing me a lighter, like a match. And she's saying it's because I'm trying to light I'm trying to light the fire underneath you. Yeah, because you've been in this, okay, sorry you guys, I have to clear my throat. You've been in this like sad energy. I don't know, it's giving heartbreak. It's giving, it's not the Four of Cups, where the Four of Cups is like, I am bored, I'm fed up. No, it's giving Three of Swords. It's like sad news after sad news after sad news. And your feminine energy is coming through to say, we're lighting the fire underneath you because things need to start like moving. Because you've been playing Page of Wands when you are King of Wands. Regardless of gender, you are King of Wands. And your feminine energy is saying, stop playing the Page of Wands when you were always the King of Wands. Okay. You are held. Okay, so there's something here. Again, like I said, some of you have been going through or have been facing difficult things. Okay. And I feel like your feminine energy is wanting you to know, like, you've been held through all of this. Like, you haven't been alone. This came out over on IG today. So I do invite you to go over to IG and maybe read the message there to see if there's an additional message for you guys over there. But there's this energy of like, you're not alone. You are taken care of. It's like, I don't know. I'm getting this energy of like, you were held while you were going through your Three of Swords, because your feminine energy is saying like, yes, they've been going through Three of Swords, Three of Swords, Three of Swords. So a lot of bad news after bad news after bad news. And your feminine energy is saying, enough with that. You're coming out of that, but you do need to know that you were held while you were going through all these unfortunate events, is what she is saying. Magic. You have a lot of magic in you. For some of you, you are great spellcasters. Like, you're able to manifest. Okay, that's another word for it. You're able to manifest things into your life. But I feel like because you were in this Three of Swords energy, and we do have the 3 here, it's like, I don't know, it got in the way, or it gave you amnesia for a little bit, is what I'm getting here. Like, it blinded you to your power. But with the 3, I'm also seeing Empress energy. Again, the ability to birth, the ability to bring things to life. Because the Empress can bring anything to life. She's very creative. She knows her worth. She knows who she is. And that might have been the thing. That might be the thing that you guys have been learning, which also came out on Instagram. You might have been learning like what your worth is. Where have you been giving it away? And to who? Who had access to your energy? Maybe you had to grow some thorns around you to protect your essence. That could also be something that happened here. Let go. So we have the card Let Go showing up. A lot of blue, a lot of purple. So crown chakra, throat chakra coming through. Learning to speak up. Maybe there was a blockage there. As I said, I needed to clear my throat earlier. Maybe you were learning. There's something here about like you were blinded to your throat chakra, or you were blinded of the power of your voice or the power of your words. So it's like you were put in these like catalytic moments that reminded you, that helped you remember what it's like to protect yourself, what it's like to speak up, to say your truth. I feel like during this cycle you did have to let go of a lot of things in your life. A lot of things that, weren't good for you. But also letting go of control. In order for you to be in the divine feminine energy, you had to let go of the need to know the outcome of everything, the need to make sure that everything was not handed, but was controlled by you. That you needed to trust. You needed to learn to trust yourself too. We have number 33, Mermaid Soul. So you have 333. So that might be a number that you've been seeing a lot. Again, with the mermaid here, it reminds me a lot of like the siren call, right? But also like fogginess, confusion, very much like the moon energy. I feel like for a lot of you, your feminine energy is saying it's not up to you to decide whether your idea or what you want to create, like it's not up to you to decide if it's realistic, if it's practical, or even if it's possible. The point for you is to dream it. The point for you is to envision it, to create it. Whether it's just one person who sees it, whether it's, one person who reads what it is, the book that you write, or even if it's one person that purchases your creation, your divine feminine, it's not your job for you to be like, to decide whether something is successful based on how many people purchase it, for example, right? There's something about your ideas. I feel like with the held card here, it's like you've held so many ideas. Like, I feel like pile number 2, you are someone who's very creative. You're someone who is, I don't feel like you're not tapped into your feminine energy, because I feel like you are. It's just like there's shyness there, or there is a sense of not feeling worthy enough to put it out there. Okay, there's one of those two there, if not both. Because there's something about like, oh, my idea is ridiculous, or nobody's gonna like that, or nobody's gonna see that, or what are people gonna think? Like, there's something about that there. It's like your feminine energy is saying, let the universe show off your creativity. Let the universe do the speaking or the promotion or the PR, I don't know how you call it, for you. That's not your job. Your job is to create, to go and move forward with your idea. That is your job. Not to water down your ideas, not to, water down because you're afraid, or because you're shy, or because, what are people going to think, or because you're comparing yourself. Like, your feminine energy is saying that's not your job. Okay, your job is just to create, because there's so much unexpected and inspiration energy that flows through you. But I feel like in some way, just by the position of this person in the image, and because the person in the image there has no eyes, we can see the nose, but we cannot see a mouth. So this tells me you cannot see that about yourself. You don't see just how creative you are. That's why you play as a page of wands and not the king of wands. And the fact that there's no mouth in that card either tells me that, again, there is an inability to maybe speak your ideas, to put your ideas out there. But you have so much magic in you. So much magic in you. But the position of this person feels like they're closed off, right? And so I feel like your feminine energy is telling you, we need you to see that in yourself. Just how creative, just how inspirational you are. because that energy moves through you, going back to that Eight of Wands energy that I was picking up in my third eye. There's also this reminder that your feminine energy is saying, do not give up on your inspiration. Do not give up on what truly inspires you, because it will be part of the world. It's just, it feels like there is this disillusionment because it's not happening in your timing, is what the feminine energy is saying. But again, it's saying it's not your job to do the PR for it. Okay. And I mean, there's so many examples, right, that we can talk about. Van Gogh, like there's so many examples where the energy that she's talking about, the feminine energy about. So let's see. Here's some messages before we get some tea leaf oracle for you guys. We have here, that wanted to flip out, but it didn't. Make space for it. So for a lot of you, again, make space for it. How are you going to do that? By speaking up, by creating, putting your ideas out there. Don't get discouraged is what your feminine energy is telling you. Yeah, you have support. You're not alone. Staying alive, yes, that's why the match underneath you is significant here, because I feel like your feminine energy is kind of like, no, we need you to keep going, like don't give up, like, you know, there's momentum, there's traction there, keep going, don't worry about the rest. And also there's this energy of like you needing to be clear about what it is that you want. Work with clear quartz, pile number 2. And do things that make you stay alive, that make you feel alive. Okay, not make you stay, but yes, make you feel alive. Yeah, there's something here that brought a lot of sorrow in you. Opportunities are waiting for you. Yeah, your feminine energy is saying, keep doing what you're doing. Keep putting your passion out there, because, you know, it will lead you to new doors, right? Going back to that there's traction, there's momentum there. Great personal sorrow. Yeah, you guys have been going through a lot. Like I said, 333 is your number. After seeing this video, that might be your reminder. That's when your feminine energy is speaking to you. Look at that. Spear. Heartache over what you no longer have. Okay. Again, we need to address that. We need to address that. We need to feel this energy. And what better way, in my personal opinion, as a Pisces moon in Western, or Rohini MC, through art and through creation is how I release my emotions. So when I'm going through something difficult in my life, I like painting, or I like dancing and singing. And I know sometimes, you know, a lot of people are like, how can you dance and sing when you're feeling heartache? Well, yeah, you know, in whatever way that is, whether that is because you're singing a sad song, but the point is you're releasing that emotion out of your body, you're moving that energy. It can be, like I said, painting. It can be through creating something, right? Something that inspires you, that moves you, or that at least allows and gives voice to those emotions. We have dagger here. Fears, worries, and tense situations. Yeah, you've been going through it. Like I said, pile number 2. Okay, I said it from the beginning. And you've had a lot of hard work. But just know that it's okay. You're going to be okay. You are held during this time, especially if you're still in this situation where you're having a lot of fears, you're having a lot of worries, or there's just a lot of like tense situations around you. Just know that you're not alone. But that is what I have for you, pile number 2. Like always, be kind to one another, show love to one another, show grace and compassion to one another, but most important, to yourself. Thank you so much, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose this beautiful, oh my god, I forgot the name of this crystal. Jade. Okay, if you chose this beautiful jade crystal, this is your message from your divine feminine energy. Number 19 might be significant. Okay, 19. This is the sun energy, but 19 might be of relevance here. Your birthday might be on the 19th of a month. You might be 19 years old. Okay, I did not pick tarot for none of the piles. I'm just doing oracle, but I am seeing the magician in my third eye, and I am seeing 2 major arcanas. Okay, so I'm seeing also the star card here. So the magician is all about working with the tools that you have, right? This is Mercury energy, and Mercury is about to go direct on the 11th. So there might be something significant there. Your feminine energy is letting you know, like pay attention to that when Mercury goes direct. Also, Mercury is all about our mind, how we digest things. It's our connection to source, right? Because he works with all the elements of the tarot. He works with the cups, the swords, the wands, and the pentacles. But what makes it the magician is because his connection, the wand, is connected to source. And so there's something there. So this is a reminder for you from your feminine energy with the star card that you are connected to source. Because the star card, traditionally we see a woman who is with no clothes and she is in a stream of water, grabbing water from, or pouring water into the stream or into herself, depending on the deck. But there's stars all above her, and so that is a connection. It's her connection to source. So there is this reminder of like, you are connected to source. So I don't know if some of you have been healing your connection to source, okay, whatever source is for you, whether this is God, Jesus, you fill in the blank. But it's like you've been regaining your faith. So if there was anything that got in the way of your faith, it's like you've been healing that. Yeah, you've been healing that. You've been taking care of that. You've been healing yourself too. Or there's a need for you to continue healing yourself or to heal yourself. So again, it's going to be different for everyone here. Some of you have been doing this. Some of you are about to step into this. There's something about your wishes, having hope, having faith that is important here. Pile number 3. I don't know why I'm seeing palmistry. So I don't know if some of you are doing palmistry. Something about the head. Okay, what's going on with your head? I don't know. Have you been having a lot of headaches? Maybe something with your crown chakra, your star chakra as well. There's something about your head and Mars energy here. And Mars rules the head because it's Aries. So there's something with your head here. I don't know. You're healing your thoughts. You've been having a lot of headaches, migraines, things like this. Or you are Mars ruled. Some of you might have high blood pressure. But again, listen to your doctor. This is something if you've already been diagnosed, okay? I don't know. That just came through. That might be confirmation for someone. Or don't be so hot-headed. That's another thing that's coming through. Okay, let's see. But there's this sense of healing. The star card is about healing. Blind. Look, the head. And I don't look at these cards. So there's something here that you're blinded to. There's something you're not seeing here. Okay, your feminine energy is saying you've been blinded to it, but you won't be blinded to it for much longer. Healer. For some of you, you guys are healers. For some of you, you've been blinded of just what an amazing healer you are, or the fact that you are a healer. We also have the card here, no, okay, with exclamation point. This is interesting to me because we do have an angel here that has a trumpet, which is reminding me of the Judgment card. And it seems like this woman is praying or kneeling and asking for some type of guidance, right? Asking for some type of angelic or some type of direction of some kind. I feel like something in your mind or something that you have been seeking guidance on, it's not good for you. There's also a need for you. There's big decisions here that are being made. And if you feel like you didn't have all the information, that information is coming in. But I'm also getting this energy of like with the Judgment, it's like you are saying no to a lot of things because you are healing. There was a lot of things you were blinded to. There was a lot of things, your feminine energy is saying there was a lot of things that you weren't aware of. You weren't aware of how much they were taking from you. You weren't aware of how much it was costing your health or costing your energy, your emotions, things, how much they weight on you. And I feel like because Spirit or the angels here, if you resonate with angelic energy, has blown the horn, has told you something needs to stop or something needs to go. Something needs to change is what I just heard. And we have Starborn, number 21, which would be the World card in tarot. A lot of purple, a lot of purple, a lot of violet, third eye, crown chakra energy here. You know that's something, like there's a lot of downloads that you're receiving. Even the sun doesn't know it's a star. And this looks to me like a blindfold, like a mask, like a sleeping mask. So it's like you've been asleep to who you are, to your healing abilities, and I feel like your angels, your guides have blown the horn and they're like, enough, you need to know who you are, you need to remember. So a lot of things might have started making sense to you. You're receiving a lot more clarity when it comes to where you are going, to the star energy, so your north node. Look at your north node in your chart. That would be really good for you to get like a clear picture of where you are being led. But again, going back to that magician, you have a strong connection to the universe. The thing is that you blind yourself to your intuition. It's like, you know, your intuition is telling you one thing, but you choose to turn the other way. Maybe because you feel like, no, you know what, that's not true. No, I'm just making that up. No, that can't be possible. Like, or no, it doesn't seem realistic. Like, how can that be, kind of thing, right? It's like you question your intuition, especially when it's like it's at odds with what you are seeing or with what you believe. Also, your feminine energy is saying sometimes when things seem the darkest, that's when the breakthrough is going to come through. That means something important is taking place, even though at the time you feel blinded. Pile number 3, you have a deep spiritual mission to fulfill in this life. Whether this is because you are doing it for the collective, like because you are on a platform, because you provide a service, or it can also be in your work where you work. It can also be within your family. The point is you have a big spiritual purpose to fulfill here. But it feels like you just can't see it yet, but you're about to see it. Because they're saying to get there, you can't get there through logic, like your logical mind. That's why you're not listening to the intuitions, because you're trying to look at things in a logical perspective, which you're meant to see it in a very Uranian, Aquarian, very futuristic, or like the magician, in a very magical way. Yeah, there's this energy of like, we're taking you there, but it's like you're resisting the messages that they're giving you, like your guides, your intuition, because something doesn't make sense to you. Yeah, there's something here that is like, it doesn't make sense. Or you might feel like it's cruel or it's selfish of me to do this. But your feminine energy is saying, actually, no, it's not. But you're not seeing it that way. You're about to understand your purpose, is what your feminine energy wants you to know, pile number 3. You might not understand why sometimes. What your feminine energy is saying, remember those choices that you've made, that you know in your mind they weren't logical, but look at where they led you. And I'll give an example here of my own personal life. And I've said this, you guys have seen it in the magazines. You know, I was in university and the most logical thing would have been to stay there, right? To stay there, finish my school, and, you know, finish my degree. But in that moment, there was this energetic pull to leave school. And at the time, it felt like the most ridiculous thing I could have done in my whole life. And there was moments in life when I regretted it. Being completely honest, just being human, JJ right here, I regretted it. There was times that I did. And years passed by, and I can honestly say I get it. I get why I was meant to leave school, because I was meant to be where I'm at right now, to help others, to assist others. Not only that, but also help my children as well. So, you know, sometimes in life we don't understand and we make moves that don't seem logical at the time. It's just sometimes we just can't see the bigger picture. And I feel like that is your message from your feminine energy. Like sometimes things feel ridiculous, or sometimes things feel like, no, there's no way, like, why would I do that? Or, the most logical thing would have been to have done the opposite of it. It's like, eventually with time you will know, right? And I feel like that's what your feminine energy is wanting you to see. Maybe there was a time in your life where, you did that. You made a choice that might have felt absurd. Like it might have felt like, what was I thinking? But then now you look back and you're like, you know what? That might have been the best decision I've made in my life. So, again, don't judge. Don't judge. Like, your intuition, I guess, is what your feminine energy is wanting you to know, or wanting you to see or understand. So let's pick some tea leaf oracle for you guys. Oh, and I also have to pick from another deck as well. Some of you work with dragon energy. Whoa. With dragon energy. We have a woman. Yeah, some of you are meant to work with feminine energy. Some of you have like this very wise feminine energy around you. Okay. So we have this older woman here. Dealing is a relationship with an older woman. Okay. Then we have dragon. So some of you might be of the year of the dragon. Some of you might be, have dragon energy like around you. When you get readings, things like that, they might tell you like one of your guides is a dragon energy. Beware of self-delusion. Yes. Don't trick yourself. Don't convince yourself just because something doesn't seem logical that it's a bad thing. Okay. We have diamond. You'll be receiving or given a precious gift. So there is a gift coming in, maybe from this older woman here. We have broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Again, don't look at, things not going your way as a bad thing. Remember that no's are actually God's protection, right? We have September. So something is happening in the month of September for you guys. Pile number 3. We also have dolphin. Financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. Okay, so they want you to know that your good karma is coming in. Firecracker, excitement. So things are getting exciting for you. Things are going to start moving for you. Okay, this is what you cannot see, that there's a gift coming in. Don't trick yourself that you're in a bad place. This is happening in September. September feels like it's going to be a really good month for you. Wow, success. Yeah, there's a lot of success coming in for you. Pile number 3. We have you'll be playing a different role. There you go. Like I said, like the example that I gave, right? From being a student to, now being, having my own business. So it feels like you are about to step into something new. So again, be open to the change. And then we have a younger man. So there might be a younger individual that's coming in to assist you, to help you, to offer you a new opportunity, something like this. It seems like there's a lot of people around you, right? We have an older woman. You might be this older woman. You might be this young man, or you might be this woman here. Let me pull some of these other oracle, and then we'll wrap it up. Yes, you can. Patreon got this yesterday. Yes, you can. Okay, don't tell yourself that you cannot do something. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And if something seems difficult, practice. Practice makes the master, okay? See with eyes of love. Yes, because right here we're blinded, right? We're covering our eyes. And so your feminine energy is saying, see things with compassion, with love, with kindness. See things from a different perspective. Don't see things like, oh my God, why did this bad thing happen to you? Like, it happened for you because it's helping you, because it's taking you somewhere where you do belong. But that is what I have for you, pile 3. I was going to say pile 2. Maybe you felt drawn to pile 2. Maybe listening to that pile, maybe there's an extra message for you guys there. But that is what I have for you guys. Like always, be kind to one another, show love to one another, show grace and compassion to one another. and most important, to yourself. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.